Hi, I'm Kat and today I am here with
Grace from G-Swizzel Books.
and it's time for our yearly collabs.
Yes.
It's VidCon weekend and it's been alright. It's just been great seeing everyone.
It's been great.
Yeah.
We're as creators and
Fancy purple badges, hopefully yellow next year for Grace.
What
She can give
about
me a
you?
yellow. Yeah, I'm gonna be your plus one.
Hookups. Oh, you're plus one? Okay, yeah.
So today we are doing like bookish / fangirl never have I ever. So basically if you've never heard of the game, there's a bunch of things and then you say if you have or if you haven't, and if you have a funny story to go with it, you can say that. I did put a call out online for bookish never have I ever's, and I got a grand total of 1 response. So thank you, Cara.
We're calling out everyone else.
Yeah. I saw
What the
you
heck?
liking the tweet and not replying.
I retweeted it. I went for that effort.
Okay, so Cara says, never have I ever had real life feelings for a book character. Yeah. I mean, like, everyone like falls in love with at least one book character.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I got my sexual awakening. I mean, like, you've got, I had 4. I had, no, I can't talk about that after I said that. No, like, I wasn't obsessed with 4, but, like, I was happy that I could relate to a male character, as well as, you know, in future, I started reading Stranger Dreamer and Laszlo Strange. I have a big attachment to him too, you know?
Book boyfriends and girlfriends, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going on to a list that I googled. Oh, so, never have I ever started a book but didn't finish it. Yeah, like literally all but 1 book that I was assigned in university.
I know for a fact, not because I didn't, like, I don't usually DNF. Usually it depends on circumstance. I started The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur on a bus ride because I just bought it. I got through the first part and I loved it. I just didn't continue it afterwards. And the reason why I read it on the bus ride was because I forgot my actual book at home. So I just need to continue it. I don't usually DNF books. If I DNF anything, it's usually series. I started Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. Read maybe 2/3 of it. Could not finish it. It's a piece of work. But I still wrote an essay on it and I got a B. So hey,
yeah.
that's great.
Owned several copies of the same book. But those publishers know how to cash in on us with special editions.
Exactly. I mean, have you seen my Divergent shelf? Have you seen my Throne of Glass shelves?
Oh, those Throne of Glass special editions are beautiful. Oh, never have I ever cried because of a fictional character. Just have everything on this.
Oh my gosh, like, from the very beginning, of course. The book series that got me into reading, everyone knows that is a tearjerker. So
yeah, that last book, I was a mess. Never have I ever dog-eared a page. I think I have in my uni textbooks, but not in my precious books.
not intentionally.
How do you accidentally dog-ear a page?
When you put it in a bag without protection. Dog ears? No, okay, no. Okay, yeah, I know.
Never have I ever written fan fiction. I started one years ago. It was a Buffy Vampire Academy crossover. I wrote 1 chapter and never came back to it because I didn't know where the story was going.
I think, considered writing Divergent fanfiction. Not in the reality where someone comes to life again, no. But to flesh out a potential friendship between Triss and one of her enemies. I would have, I don't know, like, I was just thinking, oh, what if this could have happened? That was a concept for me, personally.
Yeah, I read a lot of it, though. Oh, the next one. Never have I ever read dirty fan fiction. Ooh, you're innocent.
No, I mean, I don't remember even reading fan fiction, to be honest. Not because like I've been against it, it's just like I think when I started reading, my big motivation was to actually just hit Goodreads goals. Now that I look back at it, I would probably like to see what popular fan fiction there was for the series I grew up with, to see what was up with that. But I've mostly heard a bunch of references to fan fiction, dirty fan fiction, in people's videos. Yeah, haven't even read 50 Shades, so.
I have not read that. Yeah, but there are only like certain like fandoms I can read fan fiction for. Like I can't read Vampire Academy fan fiction because the originals are too close.
Yeah.
But I started with Twilight fan fiction. There is some good quality stuff on there. Like 50 Shades is not representative of Twilight fan fiction at all. And then Once Upon a Time, Buffy, and the Grisha trilogy. Because
I think that one needs fan fiction.
Oh, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fanfiction.
There's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fanfiction?
Yes, read it.
Oh my god.
Because I love Skyward, and nothing happened, but there's so much good Skyward fanfiction.
Why didn't anyone tell me about this till now?
How did you not know?
I didn't know that there was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fanfiction.
Yeah.
I need it. I ship Skyward so much.
Go to Archive of Our Own and just type in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Click the Sky/Grant Ward.
Equals profit.
Okay, never have I ever skipped school to read/watch a TV show. I mean, probably not like high school, but university.
Yeah, university. Well, college for me. Yeah, no. I wanted to keep reading Insurgent.
Yeah.
And I only just started, and so I went. I pretended I was sick, and I wanted to keep reading it. So then I went on the train to Parramatta Library to just read as much as I possibly could, and it's one of my favorite books of all time now. And I love that it has that nostalgic memory attached to it, so I kind of don't regret skipping class to read it.
Yeah, I just didn't show up to any of my lectures in my final year. So, never have I ever dreamt about being in a relationship with a fictional character. Why would I dream about real men when I can dream about like vampires and fae and guys with magical powers?
I would dream about being with Thor, and I think that's like because the book series became so real to me. I think that's why I could connect with the characters a lot, particularly for, and I know a lot of people do not like for, specifically for a lot of the decisions he made out of impulse. But he's a lot like me in that aspect, and so that's how I was able to identify with him.
Cool. Never have I ever read a book in one sitting or one day. Yeah. The first book I ever did that with was Spiritbound, which is book 5 in Vampire Academy. I read that like in 11 hours, and I was like, yeah.
I think my first one was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. That one was an insane ride. I remember starting it and I was addicted to it. I just needed to know what happened. I've only read it once since, but I remember the impact it had on me.
Never have I ever bought an entire trilogy/series in one buy. Box sets.
Box sets. Sometimes I would save up specifically to buy the whole series in one go, because one of my biggest pet peeves is when you go to a bookstore and the specific book in the series that you're going to buy the next time is not there. So when they're all there, I just buy them in one go.
Never have I ever used something that is not a bookmark as a bookmark.
I constantly use receipts that I buy, receipts from books that I buy for my books.
I've used receipts, just random bits of paper, my phone. I joined in a little bit on that, like, use this random thing as bookmark meme.
Please, no Oreos. No Oreos.
We don't sell food, which is good. I put a yoga mat in a book and posted that to our Instagram. That's my contribution to the company memes. Never have I ever bought a book because of the cover.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, so many. Never have I ever liked the adaptation more than the book. I'm just never turning this thing around apparently. Have you ever read the Vampire Diaries books?
No, I'm trying to think of a specific scenario.
Yeah, the Vampire Diaries books are weirder than the show, and that's saying a lot.
I can't answer this question because my mind has gone blank.
Okay, get ready for my first I have never. Spilled a drink over my book. I haven't. I have a friend who borrowed my book who did.
I don't think I have. No. I recently spat my protein shake all over my bathrobe, and I was so scared that I put it on my book, but there's nothing really.
Cool. And the last one on this list, never have I ever cracked the spine of a book. Not so much cracked. I've gotten like a little bit of a line, but that's because they're big books.
I have, but that was with school books. So this was before.
Great Expectations. Yeah,
Yes.
I did not give two shits about that book.
So this was before. I literally just changed your answer. Wow. Before I cared about aesthetics and stuff, because I would put them in my school backpack anyway. They would get destroyed anyway.
Great Expectations is the only one. I did not like the book, so I didn't care what happened to the book.
Yeah.
Okay, is there any never have I ever's do you want to add?
All right.
I just like telling this story. This is more of a fangirl rather than a bookish. Never have I ever stood in front of a boy band's hotel. Yeah, I have. I just like telling the story because it has a happy ending. So back when One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer toured, One Direction stayed out in the Barossa to stop girls coming to the hotel. It did not work. But we were like, that's way too far out for us. But 5 Seconds of Summer stayed right in the middle of the city. So we stood in front of their hotel with a whole bunch of other girls. The security guard hated us. And we were there for about an hour and a half. And they came out. They played a show in the courtyard in front of the hotel. It was acoustic. And it was amazing. It's the only time they've ever been able to do that because they got too popular after that. And I got to meet Luke, and there's a picture of us and he looks like a baby. Also, I posted, I filmed most of it and I posted that video to my old YouTube channel, which I didn't have any other videos on that. It's my most viewed video. It's got over 100k views.
What?
And I can't even count that towards my channel.
Yeah. I mean, that's frustrating. Never have I ever given an author chocolate.
No.
I have. I don't know. It was, so the first author I ever met was, funny enough, Sarah J. Maas.
Oh.
I met Sarah J. Maas.
Starting high.
Yeah, exactly. I started pretty high. She was amazing. And when you get down onto her level, when you get up to her level, sorry. No, I'm speaking about her as if she's an underworld goddess. Wow. But she's queen. She's queen. And you relate to her very hard. And you read a passage in her book. So what I did was I went to, I read Queen of Shadows because that's the tour that she had at the time. This was 2015 and stuff. And I remember reading that book. And I think there was a passage between Lysandra and Aelin where they have an exchange about chocolate. And I think one of them was like, you're my new favorite person because the other person gave them chocolate. And as soon as I read that, I was thinking, when Sarah gets here, I'm gonna buy her some Cadbury chocolate. So then I bought her some Cadbury chocolate, and then she freaked out, in the nicest way possible. And I felt so special in that moment because she was my first author that I ever met. We hit it off straight away, and yeah, now Sarah J. Maas and I are best friends because I gave her Marvelous Creations chocolate. And that stuff is the good stuff.
Yeah, can you tell your best friend I would very much like an advanced copy of the Nessian book?
Oh yeah.
So that was the bookish / fangirl never have I ever tag. Turns out I've done a lot of things. I barely turned over
done a lot of things. Yeah.
So we also did a video on Grace's channel. What are we doing over there?
We did the booktube real talk tag 2.0. So we just uploaded our real talk tags and we just decided 2.0,
Yeah.
that's the way to go.
Straight.
Hey. Yeah.
Cool, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos.
Subscribe to our channel. Do it. Do it. Do it.